Motsisi is a much-loved nursing sister and mother of 5 who'd always wanted a girl. But her 4th child, a daughter, Mbali, rejected everything feminine that Diana was hoping to share with her. Mbali didn't act like a regular girl. She didn't want to do feminine things, and Diana just couldn't understand it.
In standard 8, I was caught in the toilets kissing girls. That triggered a whole lot of emotions with my mom. My headmistress said to her that she thinks that Mbali is lesbian. My mom told my headmistress that she wouldn't be surprised. It's okay, let the kid be. But when I got home, it was a different story. Change of tune altogether. She was so emotional about it, about the fact that I'm kissing girls. And how could I do something so unnatural? That's when I started having more emotional conflicts with myself, because now here I am, a kid that's going through whatever I'm going through, gender issues that I'm going through. And my mom would never understand the fact that how do I even get to be kissing girls?
But it was not just about kissing girls. It was the beginning of a long journey to physically transition gender, one which would start with hormone treatment. When you first started to tell people that you're a boy trapped in a girl's body, how did they respond?
Till today, people will still perceive a trans person. They would always be put in the brackets of either being gay or lesbian.
So they thought you were a lesbian?
Yeah. They do not know what happens when a person just goes either gender non-conforming or has a gender identity issue. They cannot differentiate between those groups, so they just thought I was lesbian. And I just let them believe it, because I also believed it for a very long time, that I was lesbian.
I was raised along with my brothers. There was no difference between us. We were all treated the same. Whatever they got, I got too. From cars to guns, I had them all. I knew I was a boy. Until puberty killed me. Puberty came into my life like a thief in the night.
When I relived that moment when I was writing that, I didn't think it would come out like this.
It's very passionate, and your voice is so different.
Yeah, totally.
How long ago was this?
This was 2008.
And you went on to testosterone?
2011.
In the national squad, my dream of being a husband.
A week, in fact, into my first testosterone shots, my voice started to break. It went out of my mind, and I just called my mom. So she's like, who am I talking to? I'm like, no, come on. Stop it now. She's like, no, I'm being for real. Who am I talking to? And at that moment in time, that's when I think she realized that Mbali's gone. And the only thing I still have left of that voice is on the DVDs. That's it.
I just said to myself, you know what? This is just one thing that I didn't even expect, because now it's something more to what I've got on my plate. This is the voice that's changed now completely.
When I said I wanted to transition, I totally forgot that I have to transition with everyone else. And the impact it would have on them, because they need to walk with me through this journey. Yet, I was selfish to not think of them and actually bring them in so that they see all the changes I'm going through.
Why me, puberty? Why me? Who do you think you are, coming into my life and making decisions for me?
There is a situation whereby you do not get on together.
At that point in time, she wasn't buying me clothes because she would want to buy me like female clothing from the female section, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't take those. The there was a point in time where I couldn't handle it anymore. The whole avoiding her. One day, I wrote her a letter because I wasn't speaking to her. I didn't feel I could speak to her. And I just felt to myself that the only way I could express myself was through writing and expressing my emotions through a pen and paper.
Not pink or blue. My identity had been silenced. Silenced by the oppression brought about by societal norms. Societal norms that don't allow me to be free. Be what I want to be.
I read it through. Mommy, I'm sorry. I've got to break up this now. I have to tell you that much as you are my mom, you don't know me. You don't want to understand what I'm going through. I must be straightforward and tell you that I feel nothing as a girl. And I feel I am a boy.
I told her that I am a boy trapped in a girl's body. And I do not want to be in this body. And if she is not going to support me through it, how am I going to fight the community to support me through this? Because obviously you'll get bashings from society because they expect you to do what's normal. So if I do not have my mother's support, then I might as well be dead. So I've only got one solution, which is to commit suicide.
I just went down in the seat and I couldn't even finish the letter. I just went down and said, am I such a fool? What makes me not realize or see it? Have I already done the damage on my child? Because I might have. Where do I start? I don't know. Inside, it was torture. It was tormenting me like you cannot believe. Like you cannot believe. How am I going to face this world? How am I facing the family start with? Who's going to listen to me? Anyway, I wiped out my tears and I got up and said, I've got a duty to do.
So what would you describe as your leap of faith?
I've got to work with him, try and understand in what ways she's going and walk with him this road.